I'm on a journey. Always have been. Don't ask me why, though. It's just the way I am. Traveling to new places, experiencing new things, meeting new faces, and having good fights. And if I can find an awesome place to chow down, that's a bonus. Life isn't something to throw away. That's what I think, anyway. Now, where to today?
Brazil.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking obviously about Terry Bogard and his release on Street Fighter 6. There's a lot of news going on with the FGC as well. I just found out this morning that Chun-Li and Ken Masters are going to be featured in the new Fatal Fury City of the Wolf. So the crossover or the relationship between SNK and Capcom is definitely on the up and up. I think before this, their relationship wasn't as good. But now, you know, I mean, SVC is in the horizon for sure. I mean, they haven't, I feel like they haven't started on it because everybody's focused on their own projects. But for sure, it's happening. And, you know, even MVC, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom is also going to be happening in the future. So the FGC in general is doing, you know, very well right now. You know, in comparison to the rest of the gaming world, I think the FGC, you know, is doing pretty good. But yeah, man, I couldn't be more happy, like to live in this time that all of these things are happening, you know, that I couldn't imagine could be happening. You know, it's crazy. I thought that that it was more possible for a team of 3 to be featured in the King of Fighters 15. And I thought it was going to be someone like maybe Chun-Li, Ryu, and I mean, I don't know, somebody like I don't know, somebody who's the face of Street Fighter, like maybe Ken, but Ken and Ryu are kind of, you know, similar. But I feel like maybe like someone that represents like the 3 types of players, or the 3 types of more popular players, which is like obviously Ryo's a Shoto, right? Chun-Li is more like a technical type character, and then I don't know, maybe like a zoner or something like that. But yeah, that's what I thought. It was gonna be a team of 3 featured in King of Fighters 15. But I don't know if they're still doing anything with King of Fighters 15. The last update was about 2 months ago that I can remember. But no, they're gonna be featured in the new Fatal Fury game, which is awesome. I've been checking the Fatal Fury game, and I know that I did criticize it before because there wasn't any updates to the character designs, and for my opinion, you know, Fatal Fury has always had good character designs. And they've always updated it in each iteration. Like Fatal Fury 1, he had the little jacket with the rolled up sleeves, and the signature, you know, trucker hat or baseball cap that he has. And in the second one it was about the same, except he had a vest and a white tee on the inside, you know. And then the third, he had the same white tee, but it was just ripped from the sleeves. And then Garo, he has this classic costume. I mean, that's not classic, but this costume here, with the bomber jacket. By the way, I'm sorry about the gameplay in this one. I'm not like most people. They just go, you know, they do the tutorials and then they figure out how to play the character first. I didn't do that. Um, I just went straight into to arcade mode because I wanted to hear about the story and any updates that Terry was doing. Which, by the way, ain't much. He's pretty much the same old Terry. Um, but yeah, so if you see me kind of mess around and not really get the hang of it, but I have been playing him more and more, and I gotta say, like, I think he might be my new main. He's not like OP or anything like that. Like, because when I played Bison, I could tell that he was gonna be a problem because he just his damage was too crazy. He could burn through a lot of things, and he has a lot of push forward ability. Backing up, Bison isn't so good, but as long as you pushing forward and keeping your opponent on the back foot, you could win just about any fight. But Terry Bogard, he's not that, but he's so stacked with so many moves. And that low kick, that kick there, that's gonna be your opening to most attacks. Of course, I'm playing him in modern, but I am gonna try him in classic. There is some characters that are better in classic, and some that are better in modern. I prefer, for example, Jamie, who's right here and who I'm fighting right here. Jamie, I prefer in classic. He's so much better in classic than in modern. So I have to see how Terry does in classic. He's so stacked though that he might not be, for me personally, he might be a little harder to play in classic. Because he has so many moves. He has a lot of auto combos or yeah, kind of like I don't know if I did it here, but yeah, he has a lot of combo strings and different ways of attacking. I will say that his punches, they're kind of short, so on the inside, he's not as good as I thought he was going to be. But they're still pretty cool combos though. If you manage to land them on the inside under pressure, and you could do some damage. But anyways, like the storyline, it was pretty much the same. There's no really like updates. As far as his lore goes, he's just pretty much just chilling and being Terry. And I think after Fatal Fury 3, there hasn't been much going on with Terry, except he's been pretty much hanging out with Rock Howard and kind of training him in a way. And really, Rock Howard is like the main character. So once he took over, he's kind of been almost like a Kakashi type character, to where he's not really doing much. So I get it, but at the same time, it would have been nice to hear like maybe something new was going on. Because with Ken, his whole his whole world just changed. All right, so there's definitely something going on with him. But Terry, ever since he killed Geese in Fatal Fury 3, not much going on with him. Except for, like I said, he's a father figure to Rock Howard. So that's pretty much about it. I know I'm not spoiling anything because I'm pretty sure everybody's already played it. The other thing I want to say is that he has the most fun world tour ever. I mean, you could tell Capcom really loves this character because they pulled out all the stops for him. I mean, every move that he could possibly ever have, he has here. So he's stacked, dude. He has the most moves, the most special moves out of any other character. you know, and they fit them all in there. Like I said, some of them are in combo strings, you know, and others are actual special moves uh damn, I forget the I keep calling it crapshoot, but I know it's not crapshoot because that doesn't even sound right. I'm gonna get demonetized for that shit. But yeah, he has that. He has a rising tackle, um, you know, burn knuckle, power wave, power geyser, you know, power dunk, which is that one's in a like a string, like a combo. What else does he have? He has so much, dude. He has a lot of stuff, and I mean, you could tell like by that, and also by the world tour stuff. You know that he's that Capcom really loves this character. You know, and that's good to see because we love him too. I mean, the fighting game fans love him as well. He's, in my opinion, he's one of the four faces of fighting game. Like if there was a Mount Rushmore, you know, he'd definitely be up there. You know, it's gonna be, you know, Ryu, right? Scorpion, in my opinion, Terry Bogard, and I think Chun Li. You know, because Chun Li is you know, one of the first female fighting game characters, and just, you know, female characters in general. You know, she's probably like the second or third. Um, but yeah, that would be my Rushmore. So he's definitely up there. He's definitely one of the ones that's up there, and you could tell by how many appearances he's had in so many games. Um, you know, he's just one of these characters that transcends even borders. Because you gotta understand, he's an American character made by Japanese um, devs, you know, video game devs, and you know, he's just one of these characters that transcends, you know, borders, and people just love him. Um, and you could tell that the love they went into this project. Like, he has different moves for his, like when he has a jacket, he has certain like things that he does. And when he has the cap, he has other things that he does like winning poses and stuff like that. So, I mean, he's definitely, in my opinion, the best world tour character, and just the best character so far as the options that he has and the moves that he has. And you know, it's good to see how, you know, they would do with other characters. Like, it is possible to have these characters with a lot of moves. Um, so we're just gonna have to see what they're gonna do, you know, later on down the line. And when it comes to World Tour, like some of the characters that they've had are kind of, you know, pretty basic when it comes to the missions that they have, and when it comes to um yeah, they're just pretty basic, kind of boring, to be honest. But Terry Bogard, you know, his whole, dude, you're just gonna have to go. Like, I know a lot of Street Fighter Street Fighter players, they really don't care about World Tour, because they only care about the gameplay and playing online and stuff like that. And I get that, but you have to, dude. You have to, for Terry Bogard, you have to go on World Tour. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be fun. Um, First of all, it's a tournament, right? And I don't want to spoil it for you, but just trust me, it's better than any other World Tour character. Like, you could tell that they wanted, they just, oh, you know, Terry Bogard's coming. Let's do this. Let's do that for this dude or whatever. And it's like, you could tell that it's just by World Tour, especially in my opinion, you could tell that they really wanted this character to be in the game. And yeah, so there's some parts that I couldn't record, um or I did record, but since I'm getting it from the PlayStation Store, I mean the PlayStation app, they only let me download a couple of them, and so like the best part of the whole thing was towards the end where Terry Bogard meets Ryu. Right now, and this right here, this is arcade mode. This is a story mode for arcade mode, and towards the end he meets Ken, right, and he fights Ken as you can see here. Um, but in World Tour he meets up with Ryu, and just that the whole exchange between them and the whole fight between them is just epic, and you could tell that they're gonna do way more things together. It's kind of like a precursor, or a promise was made that they're gonna make more things together, like more games and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Um, and you can tell that I'm still trying to do some Bison moves. I'm still trying to be Bison playing Terry Bogard, which is funny. Um, but by the way, I did get I am getting the hang of Terry Bogard now, because after I did World Tour and I did arcade mode, I did go um, and try to get better with Terry, so that I could actually know what I'm doing with him. Um, but you could tell what's more important for me. Like, for everybody has different things that they find more important. For me, like the lore and the story and just the stuff behind the character is a bit more important. That's why I did World Tour and the arcade mode first. By the way, that guy right there, I don't know if you saw him with the blue boxing gloves, and that guy is a reference to um, Franco Bash. And when I saw him, I remember seeing him. I was like, "Is that Franco Bash?" And then, because this is how the whole World Tour thing starts. There's a tournament, and supposed to be competing. There he goes, right there. You see him? I remember when I saw him, I was like, "Is that?" The girl was talking to me, telling me the rules, but then I saw him, and I was like, "Dude, is that Franco Bash?" And then I go talk to him, and he starts talking about that he wants to be like Franco Bash or something like that. So I was right. Um, and then later on, I'm walking down the streets, and he's over at the corner doing that move that Franco. He has a taunt move that he acts like he's cradling a baby or something like that, or like something hurt or something like that. It's a weird taunt that he has. And he was doing it in the corner by himself. I was like, dude, the dude looks crazy, man. Because out of context, it just looks like you're cold and shivering. And you just see him in the corner, and he's doing that taunt move, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I know what it is, but here, like in Metro City, just in the middle of nowhere, just doing the move, it looks like you're crazy. But anyways, I felt like a poser because I was trying to fit in because I knew Terry Bogard was gonna show up, and so I dressed like him. And the hat you're supposed to wear, to join the tournament, you gotta wear the hat. But I was like, I'm pretty sure Terry Bogard is gonna be here because I saw the trailer. Um, so I was like, let me put like a red vest on. And then when he showed up, I was like, dude, like I look like so ridiculous, like such a poser. And then when the real Terry Bogard shows up, I just look like it looked ridiculous. And then also my character was fat, right? So I wanted to trim him down just for the whole Terry Bogard thing. But it turns out like when you make your character skinnier, you gotta adjust his chest because his chest stays the same size, and you can see my chest and my shoulders just look weird. But yeah, I look like such a poser here, like just fighting the real Terry Bogard, and I'm wearing like a weird vest, and he's like, By the way, he spanks you in the ass right there. I don't know if you noticed that, which is a reference to I forgot what game that was, where he made an appearance or something, and he was smacking all the girls' asses.
This is a back and forth fight. Who's gonna come out on top? Wait, he's going all out here! Is this gonna do it? This fight's over! Your winner is the Hungry Wolf, Terry Bogard! Okay! Terry is Pow Pow Cafe's special VIP for the store's opening.
Okay. What?
Oh.
The hell you want? Huh?
What?
Yeah. If that's the case. Anyway. What's up?
So that is it, my people. That is going to be all for today. It was definitely fun. And by the way, in the what is it? The store, you could buy like a guitar, and so I bought a guitar. And after I finished the mission, I went to go take pictures with Terry Bogard. So you could tell I'm nerding out over here. But yeah, that's actually one of the requests, which is funny. It's one of the requests I made because they made a survey, and I made 2 requests. I was like, if you could give us swords so we could strap to our backs, or a guitar, because I've always thought it was cool when guitar players have like a guitar strap and they just flip it to the back, when they're not playing it, and then they bring it back to the front to play. I always thought that was cool. And that was my request, to get like a sword and to strap in the back, or a guitar. And yeah, so they did both of those things actually. The sword came immediately after I took the survey, like literally a week after. And then now with the Terry Bogard you know, the release of Terry Bogard in the patch and everything, the store they give us a chance to buy a guitar. The only thing is, I wish it came with a strap, because the strap also, you know, is part of guitar players' artworks. That sometimes they have different patterns on there and stuff like that. But you know, this is good though, and obviously I got that and went back and took my pictures with Terry Bogard. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.